Shalom and welcome to Daily Torah Reading. We are in Exodus chapter 3. So let's join me in the reading of Exodus chapter 3, starting on verse 1. Now Moshe tended the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian, drove the flock into the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of Yah. An angel of Yah appeared to him in a blazing fire out of a bush. He gazed, and there was the bush, all aflame, yet the bush was not consumed. Moshe said, I must turn aside to look at this marvelous sight. Why doesn't the bush burn up? When Yah saw he had turned aside to look, Yah called to him out of the bush, Moshe, Moshe. He answered, Here I am. And he said, Do not come closer. Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. I am, he said, the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Yitzhak, and the God of Jacob. And Moshe hid his face, for he was afraid to look at Yah. And Yah continued, I have marked well the plight of my people in Egypt, and have heeded their outcry because of their taskmasters. Yes, I am mindful of their sufferings. I have come down to rescue them from the Egyptians and to bring them out of that land to a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey, the region of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Now the cry of the Israelites has reached me. Moreover, I have seen how the Egyptians oppressed them. 10. Come therefore, I will send you to Pharaoh, and you shall free my people, the Israelites, from Egypt. But Moses said to Yah, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and free the Israelites from Egypt? And he said, I will be with you, that shall be your sign, that it was I who sent you. And when you have freed the people from Egypt, you shall worship Yah at this mountain. Moshe said to Yah, When I come to the Israelites and say to them, The God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask me, What is his name? What shall I say to them? And Yah said to them, Ehe, Asher Ehe. He continued, Thus shall you say to the Israelites, Ehe sent me to you. And Yah said further to Moses, Thus shall you speak to the Israelites, Yah, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Yitzhak, and the God of Jacob, has sent me to you. This shall be my name forever. This my appellation for all eternity. Go and assemble the elders of Israel and say to them, Yah, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Jacob, has appeared to me and said, I have taken note of you and of what is being done to you in Egypt. And I have declared, I will take you out of the misery of Egypt, to the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, to a land flowing with milk and honey. They will listen to you. Then you shall go with the elders of Israel to the king of Egypt, and you shall say to him, Yah, the God of the Hebrews, manifested himself to us. Now therefore, let us go a distance of 3 days into the wilderness to sacrifice to Yah our God. Yet I know that the king of Egypt will let you go. Yet I know that the king of Egypt will let you go only because of your greater might. 20. So I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with various wonders, which I will work upon them. After that he shall let you go, and I will dispose the Egyptians favorable toward this people, so that when you go, you will not go away empty-handed. Each woman shall borrow from her neighbor and lodge in the house objects of silver and gold, of clothing, and you shall put these on your sons and daughters, thus stripping the Egyptians. Chapter 4. But Moshe spoke up and said, what if they do not believe me and do not listen to me, but say, Yah did not appear to you? Yah said to them, what is that in your hand? And he replied, a rod. He said, cast it on the ground. He cast it on the ground, and it became a snake. And Moshe recoiled from it. Then Yah said to Moshe, put out your hand and grasp it by the tail. He put his hand and seized it, and it became a rock in his hand, that they may believe that Yah, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Yitzhak, and the God of Jacob, did appear to you. Yah said to him furthermore, put your hand into your bosom. He put his hand into the bosom, and when he took it out, his hand was encrusted with snowy scales. And he said, put your hand back into your bosom. He put his hand back into his bosom, and when he took it out of the bosom, there it was again, like the rest of his body. And if they do not believe you or pay heed to you for sign, to the first sign, they shall believe the second. And if they are not convinced by both these signs and still do not heed you, take some water from the Nile and pour it on the dry ground, and the water that you take from the Nile, will turn to blood on the dry ground. 10. But Moshe said to Yah, please, O Yah, I have never been a man of words, either in times past or now, that you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and slow of tongue. And Yah said to him, who gives man speech? Who makes him dumb or deaf, seeing or blind? Is it not I, Yah? Now go, and I will be with you as you speak, and will instruct you what to say. But he said, please, O Yah, make someone else your agent. Elohim became angry with Moshe and said, there is your brother Aaron, the Levite. He, I know, speaks readily. Even now he is setting out to meet you, and he will be happy to see you. You shall speak to him and put the words into his mouth. I will be with you and with him as you speak, and tell both of you what to do. And he shall speak for you to the people. Thus he shall serve as your spokesperson, with you playing the role of Elohim to him. And take with you this rod, with which you shall perform the signs. Moshe went back to his father-in-law Jethro and said to him, let me go back to my kinsmen in Egypt and see how they are faring. And Jethro said to Moshe, go in peace. Elohim said to Moshe and Midian, "Go back to Egypt, for all the men who sought to kill you are dead." So Moshe took his wife and sons and mounted them on the ass and went back to the land of Egypt. And Moshe took the rod of Elohim with him. And Elohim said to Moshe, "When you enter to Egypt," 21 again. And Elohim said to Moshe, "When you return to Egypt, see that you perform before Pharaoh all the marvels that I have put within your power. I, however, will stiffen his heart, so that he will not let the people go. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, 'Thus says Elohim, Israel is my firstborn son. I have said to him, let my son go, that he may worship me. Yet you refuse to let them go. Now I will slay your firstborn son.' At a night encamped on the way, Elohim encountered him and sought to kill him. So Sapphira took a flint and cut off the foreskins. So Sapphira took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and touched his leg with it, saying, 'You are truly a bridegroom of blood to me.' And when he let him alone, she added, 'A bridegroom of blood because of the circumcision.' Elohim said to Aaron, 'Go to meet Moshe in the wilderness.' He went and met him at the mountain of Yah, and he kissed him. Moshe told Aaron about all the things that Elohim had committed to him and all the signs about which he had instructed him. Then Moshe and Aaron went and assembled all the elders of the Israelites. 30. Aaron repeated all the words that Yah had spoken to Moshe, and he performed the signs in the sight of the people. And the people were convinced when they heard that Elohim had taken note of the Israelites and that he had seen their plight. They bowed low in homage. Chapter 5. Afterwards Moshe and Aaron went and said to Pharaoh, 'Thus says Yah, the God of Israel, let my people go, that they may celebrate a festival for me in the wilderness.' But Pharaoh said, 'Who is Yah, that I should heed him and let Israel go? I do not know Yah, nor will I let Israel go.' They answered, 'The God of the Hebrew was manifested himself to us. Let us go, we pray, a distance of 3 days into the wilderness to sacrifice to Yah, our God, lest he strike us with pestilence or sword.' But the king of Egypt said to Moshe and Aaron, 'Why do you distract the people from your task? Get to your labors.' And Pharaoh continued, 'The people of the land are already so numerous, and you would have them cease from their labors.' That same day Pharaoh charged the taskmasters and foremen of the people, saying, 'You shall no longer provide the people with straw for making bricks as heretofore. Let them go and gather straw for themselves, but impose upon them the same quota of bricks as they have been making heretofore. Do not reduce it, for they are shirking. That is why they cry, let us go and sacrifice to our God. Let heavier work be laid upon the men. Let them keep it. Let them keep at it and not pay attention to deceitful promises. 10. So the taskmasters and foremen of the people went out and said to the people, thus says Pharaoh, I will not give you any straw. You must go and get the straw for yourself, wherever you can find it. But there shall be no decrease, whatever in your word. Then the people scattered throughout the land of all Egypt to gather stubble for straw. And the taskmasters pressed them, saying, you must complete the same work assignment each day as when you had straw. And the foreman of the Israelites, when Pharaoh's taskmaster had set over them, were beaten. Why? They were asked. Did you not complete the prescribed amount of bricks, either yesterday or today, as you did before? Then the foreman of the Israelites came to Pharaoh and cried, why do you deal with us? Why do you deal thus with your servants? No straw is issued to your servants, yet they demand of us, make bricks. Thus your servants are being beaten when the fault is with your own people. He replied, you are Turkish. That is why you say, let us go and sacrifice to Yah. Be off now and to your work. No straw shall be issued to you, but you must produce your quota of bricks. Now the foremen of the Israelites found themselves in trouble because of the order, you must not reduce your daily quantity of bricks. 20. As they left Pharaoh's presence, they came upon Moshe and Aaron standing in their path, and they said to them, may Yah look upon you and punish you for making us loathsome to Pharaoh and his courtiers, putting a sword in their hands to slay us. Then Moshe returned to Yah and said, O Yah, why did you bring harm upon my people, upon these people? Why did you send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has dealt worse with the people and will have not delivered your people. This concludes the reading of Daily Torah reading. May Yah shine his light upon you. May he guide you into his truth and righteousness. And may he fill you with his Ruach and his Shalom. In Yeshua's name, Amen. Until tomorrow, Shalom.